the moment, tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over.
Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I am here making reaction videos for Eurovision 2021, and next on the list is Portugal, our country of fado. On March 6th they had their national final, Festival de Canção, and they have chosen their representative for Eurovision 2021, and that is the Black Mamba singing Love Is On My Side. First thing I noticed is the English title, meaning this song might not be in Portuguese, and second, that might not be fado, so Portugal is serving something else this year. Can't wait to hear. Composer and songwriter Tatanaka. I don't know who that is, but either way I am excited to hear it. Let's just get into the reaction because we have many more to cover, and let's not waste any more time. Starting with reaction in 3, 2, 1. Retro effect on the camera. Voice. Love his voice. Okay, maybe not love it, but it's definitely interesting and different. Okay, this is a slow ballad, love song, a bit retro or dated, take it as you will. So, I like the music. This is something I would listen to, but not for Eurovision. It's very ambiental, very soft. Very chill. Performance is super simple. He reminds me of someone I know. His voice is very nasal. So we have a little bit of music progression here, but not enough to be really effective and to grab the viewers, you know. It lacks engagement a little bit. And is that the staging or camera effects, those lines? I'm not sure. Okay, Portugal. This was Portuguese song for Eurovision 2021. Expected something like this from Portugal, something slow, casual. Portugal is usually not the country I really resonate with on Eurovision, so this song is one of the better in my opinion. I prefer it over those that we had recently. I enjoyed it, I like some elements of it, but I will talk about them later. Just in general, I think it's sweet, nice song that lacks a little bit of engagement, but that can be solved as well. There are 2 months ahead of them, they can revamp it or do something to make it more impactful, but as it is not bad. Let's get into detailed review of this song. As I said before, this is a nice, clean love ballad with retro vibes. I could see this playing in a movie, I could see this playing in a restaurant. I can see a couple dancing to this song. There is no much progression in it, music-wise, up until the end when the guitars kick in. It's very soft and clean. Also, I got some jazz or blues vibes from it, not sure, but it is aiming for the elegance and simplicity, and they achieved it. In terms of lyrics, it's a love song, so there is not really much to talk about it here. I would just point out my favorite lyric, that is "Forgot where I belong." What can happen sometimes when you fall in love and you don't know where you are and what's happening? Let's continue with his voice. He has naturally soft voice, and there is that nasal tone in it that makes it specific. What I like about this is that he's not going for the super high notes. When his voice becomes squeaky and high pitched, that it becomes irritating, he's keeping it under control. Even when he goes into falsetto, he's controlling it, so that's what I like. Also, I noticed that he has some female backing vocalists that are supporting him during the chorus and during the bridge when he is playing a guitar, I think. It definitely stands out from the rest of the competition because it's a different type of singing. I'm not a singing expert, but I can tell that this is not going for the power, for control of the voice, if that makes any sense. And yeah, that's my conclusion on the voice. At first, I was kind of, oh, I'm going to love his voice, but then as it went further and further, I would say I just like it, because usually I'm more into less nasal vocals. So, but in general, it is okay. Let's talk about performance and choreography, which are kind of non-existent, but let's cover everything. This performance was very simple and minimalistic. Nothing happened on stage, which can be a good thing because we had Portugal in 2017, but also it can easily become very forgettable and boring to many people. I think that for Eurovision they need something, at least visuals, because those few lines that we had on the screen are not enough to just elevate the song a little bit, I know that Portugal is going for the feeling and for the music, not for the show and performance, but I think that if you want to succeed at Eurovision, you need to have either super emotional and specific song that was Portugal 2017, or you need everything else that will kind of follow up the song and elevate it. He's just standing in the middle, playing a guitar at one point, singing. Nothing wrong with that, but as I said, and people might find it boring and off-putting, especially we will see where this will be placed in the running order. If it gets between two dancey songs or songs with great visuals, I think this might be forgotten. So they need to pay attention to that, to elevate it, make it more interesting for the viewer. When we listen to it, it's okay, you don't really pay attention to what might happen on stage and stuff like that, but Eurovision is a visual show as well, and people watch, so you need to have something extra, right? Also, I would say that I do not expect any choreography dancers or anything on stage, and that is okay, but as I said, we need to use the staging as much as we can, and I will give some suggestions right now. Okay, first off, they started the song and performance with black and white effect on the camera. I think that is good, and they should keep it, because the whole song is having that retro vibe. But then when the transition to color happens, they need to have something that is going to elevate it and then keep it going from that point. I think they need to utilize the staging layout. We still don't know what the staging will look like for Eurovision, but or we know. I don't know if they're going to keep it, and if they had finished it last year, never mind. let's say we don't know it, and okay, let's say I don't know it, and they can do something with visuals. I don't expect them to go crazy with lasers and animations, stuff like that. They don't have to, but they need some background that is going to be more visually appealing than this. Maybe this is Festival de Canções, just way of expression, and they don't want to invest in those, which is perfectly fine. But at Eurovision, you know, you can't really expect a great result with nothing. I must say I'm impressed with his styling, and I think it suits the song. I like his hat, his suit, ponytail, everything. I would keep it if I were him. I like it a lot, so maybe this is the first time I have no objections on the styling of the performer. Yeah, I would keep this as it is. It's classy but simple and elegant. I appreciate his effort and I like what I see. Now, will Portugal qualify? That depends a lot on the running order and on the performance and how much they're going to invest in it, how much they're going to change it from what it is right now. I think televoters might not be very in favor of this, but the juries might appreciate it more, as it is classy and elegant, and it just speaks more to the professional ear than an average viewer, I think. Also, I believe that there is a distinction between Portuguese understanding and style of music and the rest of Europe, and I think that gap really influences their results. I would like them to succeed. The song is not bad, it's okay, I like it in a way. I didn't get fully into it from the first listening, I will be honest. I hope they are going to take the best out of it and qualify. That will be all. Thank you very much for watching. Leave me a comment in the comment section. I want to know your opinion about this performance and this song. Also leave a like, that's the best way to support me. Subscribe if you still haven't.